Well, this is kind of a follow up on a story that we did a long time ago, and then I think a couple weeks ago, Lester, you brought it up on one of those ones that was just you and me. You remember the auto shop guy that paid his employee in a bunch of
Oh,
grease
greasy
covered
pennies.
pennies?
Yeah, yeah.
Our car shop owner sued after dumping 91,500 pennies on ex employee's yard. There are some difficult bosses out there. We're sure everybody knows at least one. But a Georgia car repair shop owner took things to a whole new level in delivering an ex-employee's final paycheck. Now, granted, he did technically pay most of what he owed, but he paid by dumping 91,500 grease-covered pennies on the employee's driveway. That's not exactly something you can just go and take to the bank. In total, the pile of pennies weighed more than 500 pounds. Andreas Flatten, the employee in question, told Star Tribune that he and his girlfriend spent multiple hours carrying the pennies into this garage. They used a wheelbarrow to make the job easier, but the weight of the coins collapsed its tire. Finally, they did get most of the pennies off the driveway. Flatten said Coinstar eventually collected and washed the coins and handed him a sum in paper money that was close to the $915 he was owed. As a result of the stunt, the U.S. Department of Labor has now sued the shop owner. Workers are entitled to receive information about their rights in the workplace and obtain the wages they earned without fear of harassment or intimidation, said the department's Wage and Hour Division's Atlanta District Director Stephen Salazar. The dispute that finally culminated in the great dumping of the penny started in January of 2021. That's when Flanton reported to the Labor Department that his ex-boss, Mike Walker, had not paid him his dues. Flanton quit his job at AOK Walker Auto Works in Peachtree City after he got into an argument with Walker. On January 26, he made the report that he had not received the $951 and that Walker owed him. The Labor Department contacted Walker, and the boss initially claimed that he prepared a check for Flatten. It never made it to the mail, he said, according to the lawsuit. However, when the department called Walker the next day, the man flat out refused to pay. But just a few hours later, he reportedly changed his mind. How can you make this guy realize what a disgusting example of a human being he is? I've got plenty of pennies. I'll use them, Walker said based on the lawsuit. Walker still took his time to gather up the pennies, it seems, but on March 12th, he showed up to dump the pennies onto Flatten's yard. According to the lawsuit, he also left a copy of Flatten's paycheck on the top of the pile. He had scrawled an expletive onto it. Walker's antics caught the eye of the media when Flatten's girlfriend posted an Instagram of the coin pile the next day. As a result of the attention, Walker made a post on AOK Walker Auto Works website. Quote, what started out as a gotcha to a subpar ex-employee sure got a lot of press. Let us just say that maybe he stole. Maybe he killed a dog, Walker wrote according to the lawsuit. Maybe he killed a cat. Maybe he was lazy. Maybe he was a butcher, he continued. What the fuck?
Maybe he raped something. Like, what is he? He's just trying to plant seeds.
I guess. The Department of Labor claims in its lawsuit that the message Walker posted was defamatory. The agency also added that his coin dumping stunt was a retaliation against an ex-employee that violated the Fair Labor Standards Act. But when the department isn't suing Walker just for the pennies, the lawsuit also claims that Walker and his shop hadn't paid legally required overtime rates and that they had failed to keep adequate records of employees' pay rates and work hours. Not only that, once the story about the pennies broke, several employees came forward about workplace harassment. One of the ex-employees is Serena Wandersea, whose manager Walker was before he became the owner of the auto shop. He said, "You think you have a bigger dick than any of the boys? Well, we're going to prove that right now." And he decided to depants me in the lobby and thought it was funny, Wandersea told CBS 46. The Labor Department is seeking $36,971 in back wages and damages for at least 9 employees, including Flatten. When CBS 46 inquired Walker about dumping the pennies, he initially claimed that he wasn't sure if he'd done it. I don't know if I did that or not. I don't really remember, Walker told the news outlet.
Is this the note you left? Is this your handwriting?
However, he quickly said it's of no consequence, even if he did. Hypothetically, I'm sure. Flatten got his money, didn't he? It doesn't matter. He got paid. That's all that matters. He's a fucking weenie for even bringing it up, Ranch Walker. For his part, Flatten said he was pleasantly surprised by the Labor Department lawsuit. In his own words, he hadn't known what he could expect after his initial report. Quote, I am happy to see justice is being served. At first, I thought he pretty much got away with it, said Flatten. I mean, this guy is a piece of fucking work. What a shithead, man.
He sounds like a miserable human being.
I'm not sure I even remember it.
Maybe he killed a dog. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, maybe he killed a cat. You don't know.
Just from the initial action, you know the guy's a turd, but then like, you know, it starts getting some interest, and like you just double down.
Yeah, they could make a TV show about this guy right here.
I guarantee this is one of those guys that the whole city like knows, and they all think he's an asshole.
Man, he pantsed a woman. That's
Yeah,
weird,
what
man.
the-
Who does that?
Yeah, that could have been.
Oh, I mean, I
That should have
know.
been. That could have been really bad. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's like, I mean, that's sexual harassment. That's, yeah, I'm surprised he still has a shop, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he hasn't been sued into oblivion. Maybe he will be.
Yeah, this could pile up on him. Who knows?
I could see this guy getting his own reality show.
Yeah.
Because you know.
He just rallied this like $36,000 loss into like a $10 million contract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got the personality type for a reality show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
You know, I really think, like, we could just make a bunch of reality shows centered around assholes like this, and we could just make money.
That's the trick. You just got to get a bunch of assholes and put them in the same room together.
Yeah, just shameless people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this guy definitely sounds like
Yeah.
that's the villain.
Like, it's really hard to find psychopaths on a test, but we're trying.
Whenever you have like a bad experience at a store or something, you're like, you'd be perfect for this show I'm working on.
God damn, when I did taxes, I definitely ran into some people that could have, I'm sure, made some dramatic shows. Holy shit.
We just have to put together some prize money. And, like, I'll go find that guy who shit on himself and,
Oh, yeah.
and just kind of wander around where I work and find some crazies.
Yeah, you just find a bunch of crazy people and you put them all in a house. I mean, they do that anyway, but
Yeah, that's,
Yeah, that's pretty much what
that's
those shows are.
shows are.
if we actually put work into finding the crazy assholes
Yeah,
and
right.
get some prime cuts and put them all together, I mean, then you got a show.
I mean,
Asshole house.
those producers, they do go out of their way to like pick out
Yeah.
crazy people. Like, oh, this one will stir shit up. He's perfect.
we,
And
we,
then
could,
they stir the pot on them. And,
Yeah, they do that.
we could make a show that you don't even have to do trick editing to make people look bad. It would just all be such complete assholes that you'd be like, we're just filming this.
They made us look bad. They put a camera on us.